This visualization illustrates a constant physical reality inside your computer, a central processor unit rapidly requesting data from physical RAM. When the required data is missing, the system registers a page fault, stalling the processor to fetch information from much slower secondary storage. The primary objective of an operating system's memory manager is to minimize these page faults to keep processing efficient. To handle this, computer scientists develop several algorithms to decide which data stays in memory and which gets evicted when space runs out. The most analyzed models are first in, first out, least recently used, and optimal page replacement. This animated diagram captures their performance on a standardized data string. As the counters halt, you can see the efficiency limits of each approach. FIFO stops at 9 page faults. LRU stops at 10. But the optimal page replacement algorithm, or OPT, locks in at exactly 7. OPT achieves this through a single, mathematically rigorous rule. When physical memory is full, the system must replace the page that will not be used for the longest time in the future. Operating systems process inputs dynamically from unpredictable users and chaotic network requests. A real computer cannot predict the exact sequence of its future memory references. Because it requires perfect forward knowledge to function, OPT cannot be programmed into physical, real-world hardware. OPT functions as the definitive mathematical lower bound, a fixed benchmark for evaluating the efficiency of every functional, heuristic algorithm used today. Here is an empty array, tracking an allocation of exactly 3 physical memory frames. Above it sits our test dataset, a 12-step timeline of incoming page references, waiting for execution. At step 1, the system requests page 1. Because the frames are entirely empty, the operating system must fetch the page from disk, triggering our first page fault. The exact same logic applies to step 2. The system requests page 2, loads it into the second frame, and tallies a second fault. At step 3, page 3 enters the final available frame, generating the third fault. These initial 3 errors are classified as compulsory faults. They are an unavoidable mathematical guarantee. Before any eviction logic can even be applied, an empty memory array must be populated. At step 4, the system requests page 4. Because frames 1, 2, and 3 are completely occupied, we hit a bottleneck. One of these pages must be removed to make room. Here is where the optimal algorithm executes its precognitive logic. It pauses the current request and evaluates the 3 pages currently residing in memory against the remainder of the future timeline. Looking ahead, the algorithm detects that memory pages 1 and 2 are going to be required almost immediately in steps 5 and 6. However, tracing the forward path for page 3 reveals a significant gap. It will not be needed again until step 10. Because page 3 has the farthest future use, it becomes the optimal choice for eviction. The system evicts page 3, inserts page 4, and records our 4th fault. Stepping into requests 5 and 6, we need pages 1 and 2. Because our previous eviction decision protected them, they are already present in memory. Both register as successful cache hits without adding to our fault tally. Retaining pages with the shortest forward distance is the exact mechanism that allows the system to dodge consecutive, cascading memory errors. Advancing to step 7, the incoming request is for page 5. Our 3 frames currently hold pages 1, 2, and 4. Triggering the forward search again, the algorithm sees that pages 1 and 2 are scheduled for use in the very next 2 steps. Page 4, meanwhile, sits idle until step 11. Applying the core rule, the system evicts page 4, loads page 5, and logs the 5th page fault. Steps 8 and 9 call for pages 1 and 2, which are sitting safely in memory. Both process rapidly as cache hits. By consistently measuring the literal distance to the next upcoming request, this process smoothly steps over the immediate sequential demands that would historically trick systems relying on backward-looking metrics. At step 10, we encounter a request for page 3. The current frame memory holds 1, 2, and 5. The algorithm searches forward to map the distance for page 1. The beam hits the absolute end of the reference string without detecting a single match. This establishes a terminal condition. If a page currently occupying memory will never be requested again by the program, it immediately becomes the absolute best candidate for removal. The system evicts 1, drops in 3, and marks the 6th fault. Step 11 requires page 4. Our memory holds 3, 2, and 5. Running the terminal logic on page 3 yields no future matches, so we evict it, replace it with 4, and log fault number 7. The timeline ends on step 12 with a request for page 5. which is safely resting in the third frame, registering our final hit. Executing terminal evictions allows the system to permanently clear out obsolete data. It opens space for incoming operations with zero risk of triggering future faults. Parsing this exact 12-step reference string through 3 physical memory frames yields a final count of exactly 7 page faults. That number represents the absolute mathematical minimum achievable for this specific data configuration. Returning to our comparative bar chart, the contrast is stark. On the exact same dataset, the first-in, first-out rule causes 9 faults, while the least recently used logic results in 10. LRU struggles here because it assumes recent history is a reliable predictor of future needs. That assumption frequently causes it to evict a page that the CPU will request again mere milliseconds later. This comparison demonstrates that looking forward into the reference string provides a structural advantage over the backward-looking heuristics used by other systems. This structural superiority also insulates OPT from a major architectural vulnerability found in older systems like FIFO, known as Biloti's anomaly. Biloti's anomaly is a counterintuitive state where granting a process more physical memory frames actually generates an increase in total page faults. The optimal page replacement algorithm is entirely immune to this flaw. This graph tracks the number of allocated memory frames against the resulting page fault count. The line drawn by OPT forms a completely stable, downward-sloping curve. This occurs because OPT is defined mathematically as a stack algorithm. A system allocating 4 frames will always contain the exact same pages as a system with 3 frames, plus the new additions. Under a stack algorithm, upgrading physical memory is guaranteed to result in fewer or equal page faults. It can never produce more. Its requirement for absolute precognition ensures that software engineers will never use it to write functional code. However, its efficiency makes it mandatory knowledge for any computer science exam. Understanding optimal page replacement defines the theoretical ceiling for memory management, establishing the performance target that all real-world paging algorithms strive to reach.